Tonight, you're not just going to sleep, you're going on a gentle journey. A story that's not about plot twists or suspense, but about soft moments and quiet spaces that let your body and mind relax with every word. This is a healing sleep story, designed not to keep you listening, but to help you drift off somewhere between the sentences. Think of it as a walk through a peaceful dream before the real dreams begin. As I speak, I want you to imagine that my voice is simply part of the environment around you, like the rustle of leaves, the hum of distant waves, or the soft patter of rain on a roof. You don't need to hold on to every word. Let the images form in your mind the way clouds take shape. Soft, slow, and without any effort. Tonight's story is not just meant to pass the time until sleep. It's meant to be part of the transition, the bridge between the busy pace of your day and the deep, steady rhythm of your dreams. So find your most comfortable position. Let your arms and legs rest naturally and take one deep, slow breath in and exhale gently, letting any tension in your shoulders or jaw melt away. The journey starts now. Imagine you are standing at the edge of a small, quiet village just as the day is ending. The sun is low in the sky, casting a warm golden light across rooftops and winding stone paths. You can feel the gentle warmth on your skin, balanced by a soft evening breeze that carries the faint scent of blooming jasmine. In the distance, you hear the slow rhythm of a bell, its tone deep and soothing, marking the close of the day. The air feels still in a way that invites you to slow down, as though even the world itself has decided to rest. You take your first step along the cobblestone path, noticing the uneven texture beneath your feet, each stone holding the memory of countless footsteps over the years. The houses you pass are simple but welcoming, their windows glowing with soft light from within. Somewhere nearby, the sound of a wooden door gently closing blends with the rustle of leaves from an old oak tree that stands proudly in the village square. As you walk, the sounds and sights around you seem to fall into harmony. A distant stream murmurs over smooth stones, its voice calm and steady. The air is filled with the faint hum of evening insects. But their song is gentle, almost like a background melody that's always been there. You realize that every sound, every movement in this place has a softness to it. Nothing here demands your attention, yet you notice everything. Your steps lead you to the edge of the village, where the path opens into a meadow. The grass is tall and sways gently in the breeze, creating a rhythmic whisper that mingles with the low call of a night bird. Overhead, the sky is shifting from gold to deep indigo, and the first stars begin to appear, each one small but bright against the growing darkness. You pause for a moment, taking in the way the horizon stretches endlessly, as if inviting you to leave behind the boundaries of your thoughts. Breathing deeply, you feel a quiet sense of release in your chest, as though the air here carries away pieces of the day you didn't even realize you were still holding. You start walking again, slower now, as if each step draws you deeper into the story, deeper into the calm. The path winds gently, never rushing, leading you toward the soft sound of water in the distance. And though you don't know exactly where it will take you, every part of you feels ready to follow. The sound of water grows clearer with each step you take, and soon the path curves to reveal a narrow wooden bridge crossing a small stream. The bridge is old but sturdy, its planks smooth from years of use. And as you step onto it, you hear the soft creak of the wood beneath your feet. The stream below moves slowly, carrying with it the glimmer of the evening sky, reflecting tiny specks of starlight on its rippling surface. You pause halfway across, leaning slightly on the rail, letting the sound of the water fill your ears. It's steady, unchanging, the kind of sound that makes time feel slower, softer. On the other side of the bridge, you notice a small lantern hanging from a curved iron post, its glow warm and golden against the cool blue of twilight. The lantern marks the entrance to a narrow path lined with tall hedges, their leaves whispering quietly as the breeze moves through them. Following this path feels like stepping into a hidden part of the world, a place that only exists for those willing to slow down enough to find it. The air here feels different, warmer, softer, almost as if the night itself is wrapping around you. After a short walk, the hedges open into a small clearing, and there, nestled between tall willows, stands a quaint stone cottage. The windows glow with the same golden light you saw before, and faintly, from inside, you hear the low hum of a gentle melody, as if someone has left a music box playing in the corner. You approach the door, and before you even touch it, it swings open with a quiet welcome, revealing a room lit by the soft flicker of a fireplace. The scent of dried lavender and chamomile drifts through the air, instantly relaxing your shoulders, your breath, your mind. Inside, the room is simple but comforting. A low armchair by the fire, shelves lined with well-worn books, a woven rug that feels warm under your feet. In the far corner, a large bed with thick blankets and a pillow that looks as if it could hold your head in perfect stillness, waits quietly. You feel a pull toward it, not in a hurry, but with the certainty that this is where your journey has been leading you. You slip off your shoes, feeling the soft rug beneath your bare feet, and cross the room slowly, noticing the way the firelight dances across the walls. Every step feels lighter, every breath deeper. By the time you reach the bed, you realize that the day you carried with you when you arrived has already faded to something distant, almost forgotten. You pull back the blanket and lie down, the mattress embracing you with the exact firmness and softness your body needs. The music from the corner is still playing, each note slow and deliberate, as if it was chosen to match the rhythm of your heartbeat. You close your eyes for a moment, and the only thought that remains is that you are safe here, utterly safe, completely at rest. You lie there for a while, feeling the warmth of the blankets settle around you, the fire's gentle crackle filling the room with a quiet rhythm. Your body has begun to sink deeper into the mattress, and each muscle feels as though it is melting into the soft surface beneath you. The music from the corner plays on, slow and unchanging, its notes weaving through the air like threads of light. As you listen, the edges of the room start to blur, not in a way that's alarming, but in a way that feels natural, as if your mind has decided to soften the details so it can rest. The light from the fire becomes a gentle glow that doesn't flicker anymore, holding steady like the last bit of daylight that lingers on the horizon. You close your eyes, and suddenly you're aware of something different. The air feels lighter, almost weightless, and the faint scent of lavender seems to grow richer, filling your senses with a deep calm. Somewhere in the distance you hear a soft, low hum. Not the music box anymore, but something more like the ocean, steady and endless, arriving and receding with each breath you take. When you open your eyes again, the cottage is still there. But beyond the window, the meadow you walked through earlier is now bathed in silver light. The stars seem closer, bigger, almost close enough to touch, and the tall grass glows faintly in the moonlight. You realize you're no longer sure if you're still lying in the bed or standing outside, but it doesn't matter. The transition feels seamless, as if the story has simply invited you into another layer of itself. You take a slow step forward and find yourself on a path that winds gently between the meadow and a small, glassy lake. The water is perfectly still, reflecting the moon and stars above without a single ripple. You pause to take it in, the sight so calm that it feels like it's pulling you inward, deeper, quieter. In the distance, you see a small wooden dock extending into the water, and you walk toward it, each step matching the slow, measured rhythm of your breathing. When you reach the end of the dock, you sit down and let your feet dangle just above the surface. The air is cool against your skin, but the wooden planks beneath you hold the day's warmth, creating a perfect balance. You close your eyes again, and the hum of the lake, the glow of the stars, and the faint music that seems to have followed you here all merge into one. You feel your mind loosening its last ties to the waking world, floating somewhere between where you began and where your dreams are waiting. You don't remember standing up, but somehow you're walking again, this time along the surface of the water. It holds you effortlessly, each step sending out a soft ripple that fades before it reaches the shore. The stars above seem to follow you, shifting gently as you move, their reflections blending with the ripples at your feet. The air here is different, thicker, quieter, as though it's made for carrying only the softest sounds. You hear the faint echo of your own breathing, perfectly in time with the slow pulse of the lake beneath you. In the distance, a faint archway of light appears, floating just above the water's surface. It's not bright, not blinding, just a warm golden glow, the kind that feels like the memory of a safe place you've always known. You walk toward it, unhurried, letting each step align with the music that still hums faintly around you. As you get closer, you notice that the archway isn't made of stone or wood, but of countless strands of light, gently swaying as if moved by an invisible breeze. When you pass through, the world shifts again. You're standing in a garden, but not the kind you've seen before. Here the flowers are soft and luminous, their petals glowing faintly in shades of silver and pale blue. The air carries a fragrance that's neither floral nor herbal, but something in between, soothing, grounding, impossible to name, but deeply familiar. The ground beneath you feels like a cushion, every step sinking slightly and springing back as if welcoming you. In the center of the garden is a large tree with leaves that shimmer like glass catching moonlight. You approach and place a hand on its trunk. It's warm, not from the sun, but from something deeper, as if the tree has its own heartbeat, slow and steady, matching yours. You sit beneath it, leaning back so the trunk supports you fully, and you feel the earth beneath you holding your weight without the slightest resistance. The music, the water, the light, the air, all of it blends together here until you can no longer separate one from the other. You are simply in it, surrounded, supported, and still. Your eyelids grow heavier, and the edges of the garden begin to blur. The glowing flowers fade into soft shapes, the shimmering leaves into gentle shadows. You know that if you stay here, sleep will come, not suddenly, but like the tide, slowly covering the shore until all that remains is the quiet rhythm of waves and breath. You can feel it now, the gentle pull downward, not heavy but certain, like the soft gravity of a dream calling you home. The warmth of the earth beneath the tree cradles you, and the faint shimmer of the leaves above seems to breathe in time with you. Each inhale draws in calm, each exhale lets go of something you no longer need to carry. The edges of the garden dissolve further, until the shapes and colors are simply soft impressions drifting across the darkness behind your closed eyes. The music that's been with you from the beginning is still here. But it's quieter now. Not because it has faded, but because you've moved closer to the place where sound becomes sensation. Your thoughts have slowed to the rhythm of your breath, and your breath has slowed to the rhythm of the night. There is no hurry to reach sleep. It is already here, settling over you like a warm, weightless blanket. Even if you try to hold on to a thought, it slips gently from your mind before it can form, replaced by the stillness that's been building all along. In this final moment before you drift completely, you know your body is already beginning its quiet work, repairing, restoring, and preparing you to wake renewed. Let yourself sink fully into it now. Let the story continue without you, letting each sound and image carry you deeper into the most peaceful rest. If tonight's story has helped you relax or drift off more easily, share it with someone who could use a gentle night like this. Tell me in the comments where you felt yourself starting to let go. Was it in the village, by the lake, or here beneath the glowing tree? And if you'd like more science-backed sleep journeys designed to help you rest better and wake feeling restored, subscribe to the Daily Health Shift and turn on notifications so you won't miss the next story. For now, the music, the breath, and the night will take it from here. Sleep well.